Good day everyone, this is Raymond Rugacorver II, a third year student of Customs Administration. So in this video guys, we will be talking about one of the most important lessons that we can learn about this course. It is how to get the dutiable insurance and the dutiable freight. So this topic guys is basing on the CMO 22-2007. And according to the CMO, that there are a lot of rules that we need to follow. In dutiable insurance, we have 4 rules that we need to follow. While in the dutiable freight, we have 10 rules. But we can learn all of those rules along the way. So let's proceed to the first question. Uzukami Naruto Corporated imported steels with an FOB value of $30,000. How much is the dutiable insurance? So in this first question guys, gipangita kung pila ang dutiable insurance. So ato karon tan-awon kung unsay gihatag sa problem na gihatag dinhi nga FOB value of $30,000. Now, can we proceed getting the dutiable insurance? Dili. We cannot get the direct dutiable insurance. Now, ato tan-awon kung unsa nga rule ma-apply ang atong problem. Rule number 1. Gi-indicate dinhi kung gi-declared ba sa invoice. So ato tan-awon sa atong problem, wala gi-indicate sa ato ang invoice ang ato ang dutiable insurance. Rule number 2. If the terms of sale are CIF or CIP and no insurance indicated in the invoice, the dutiable insurance shall be 2% if general cargo or 4% if dangerous or high-risk cargo of the FOB or FCA value. So, ato ma-apply ang rule number 2 sa problem number 1. Now, asa nato ma-identify kung 2% ba siya or 4%? Now, 2% guys is general cargo. When we say general cargo, it means dili siya risky. While ang 4% naatay mga goods na atong i-consider. There are a lot of goods that we have to consider in 4% insurance. First, dangerous goods siya. Second, inflammable goods, perishable goods, fragile goods, motor vehicles, excise tax articles, mechanical appliances or equipments, electrical appliances or equipments. Lastly is the luxury items. And to think that ang steels guys kay dili siya dangerous. So it means ang ato ma-apply nga niya is the 2% or the general cargo. So simply multiply the $30,000 FOB to the 2% of the general cargo. So we can get the $600, and this $600 guys considered as the dutiable insurance. So simply as that. So let's proceed to the number 2. Sasuke Transport imported tires which arrived at the port of Zamboanga with an CFR value of $25,000. The representative presented a commercial invoice indicating the following expenses: freight at $5,000 and insurance at $500. How much is the dutiable insurance? So in this problem guys, gi-ask kung pila ang dutiable insurance. Now, ato makita sa problem kung gi-indicate ba ang atoang insurance. Since ang atoang rule number 1, if the terms of sale are CIF or CIP, the dutiable insurance shall be the amount of actual insurance premium declared in the invoice. So we can see that this problem indicating the insurance, which is the $500. So this $500 guys is automatically the dutiable insurance since gi-indicate siya sa atoang commercial invoice. So rule number 1 is applied. So next question. Kunuha Sports imported 4 head protectors which arrived at the port of Surigao with a CFR value of $30,000. A local insurance worth 50,000 pesos was provided. How much is the dutiable insurance if the freight is $5,000 and the rate of exchange is 40 pesos? So in this problem guys, we can see that there is a local insurance provided. Unsa man kaha ni siya? Can we apply the rule number 1? Di ba ang rule number 1 ni-indicate nga ang dutiable insurance mao siya ang gi-indicate sa atong invoice. So in this problem walay gi-indicate, but naay gi-provide nga local insurance. Ang pangutana, naa ba kaha siya'y gi-provide nga certification? Sa problem atong makitaan nga wala siya'y certification. So we can apply the rule number 4. Unsa makahinaa sa rule number 4? Rule number 4 indicated that if the importer provides local or domestic insurance but no certification or official receipt, the dutiable insurance shall be whichever is higher between the amount of local or domestic insurance and 2% or 4% of the FOB or FCA value. Now, we have to whichever is higher because there is no certification provided sa local insurance. So first, we have to solve first the 2% or the 4% of the FCA or FOB. Now, sa atong topic, sa atong problem, wala gi-provide ang FOB. But naa ang CFR. Now, we cannot get the direct dutiable insurance kung sa CFR na to kwaon. Dapat ato usa siyang i-less sa freight. So CFR $30,000 less sa atong freight nga $5,000 nga gi-provide. Now we can get the final FOB $25,000. Wala pa nahuman ang atong problem. Now we have to identify kung unsa ang atoang product. It is a 2% or a 4%. Ang atoang product is a forehead protectors. Now unsa man kaani siya? Is it a general or a dangerous? Yes, it is a general cargo since it is not risky. So simply multiply the 25,000 to the 2% of the FOB. It means we can get the insurance $500. Wala pa nahuman because there is kanang LIP pa. So we have to versus the 50,000 pesos provided sa atong problem divided by to the rate of exchange which is ang 40 pesos. We can get the $1,250. Now, we have to compare the two answers. We have the $500 and the $1,250. Asa man kay mas higher? So, it is the $1,250,000. It is the higher value of the two amount. It means, mao siya ang atoang dutiable insurance. So let's proceed to the next problem. Kunoha Sports imported forehead protectors which arrived at the port of Surigao with a CFR value of $30,000. A local insurance worth 50,000 pesos was provided together with its certificate and official receipt. How much is the dutiable insurance if the freight is $5,000 and the rate of exchange is 40 pesos? So the previous question, guys, it does not provided or it did not provided a certification. So in this problem, it provided certification. So unsa man nga rule ang atong ma-provide? So we have here the rule number 3. If the importer provides local or domestic insurance, the dutiable insurance shall be the amount of local or domestic insurance provided the importer presents certification and official receipt of such insurance. So we have here the formula. The local or domestic insurance or the LIP is equivalent to the local or domestic insurance divided by to the rate of exchange of 40. So 50,000 pesos divided by 40 pesos which is the rate of exchange, we can get the $1,250 which is mao siya ang atoang dutiable insurance. Let's proceed to the next problem. The Department of Education imported plastic covers with a CFR value of $20,000. The original GSIS Marine Open Policy was presented amounting 18,000 pesos. How much is the dutiable insurance if the freight of exchange is 50 pesos and the freight is $3,000? Now, we can see here guys sa atong problem nga there is a GSIS. Now, when we say GSIS, it is under the government importation. When we say it is a government importation, we can only apply the rule number 3 in the rule number 4. Now, unsa may naa sa rule number 3 o rule number 4? Rule number 3 provides the local insurance if there is a certification. While ang rule number 4, nag-provide siya local insurance but there is no certification. Sa atoang problem guys, there is no certification provided. It means we can apply only the rule number 4. Yes, so we have 2 versus the 2% or the 3% of the FCA or FOB to the LIP into dollars. So we have here the CFR. Excuse me. CFR $20,000 less the freight provided, which is $3,000. We can get the final FOB $17,000. Now, we have to know first the 2% or 4%. So what is the imported goods? It is the plastic covers. So is it a 2% or 4%? Yes, it is a 2% since it is not risky to be imported. So simply multiply the $17,000 to the 2%. We can get the insurance of $340 versus the local insurance premium. Simply divide the 18,000 pesos divided by to the 50 pesos, which is the rate of exchange. We can get the $360. Now, comparing the two answers, whichever is higher, it is the $360. So it is our Dutiable insurance for our problem. So next problem guys is the Department of Education imported plastic covers with a CFR value of $25,000. The entry indicated free charges at $4,000 and insurance at $400. How much is the Dutiable insurance if the rate of exchange is 50 pesos? Now, we can see here again the Department of Education. And the Department of Education guys is under the government. So, basically, it is a government importation. Now, giprovidean ba dire og local insurance? Wala. So it means dili nato ma-apply ang rule number 3 and the rule number 4. So ang ato ma-apply ani niya is the entry versus the 2% or the 4% of the FOB or FCA. So gi-indicate diri guys na ang gi-provide sa entry is $400. Now, we have to versus this to the 2% or 4%. But we cannot get again the direct insurance. Kay na ay i-provide nga CFR. We have to lessen with a freight. So CFR less freight, $25,000 minus $4,000 is equivalent to $20,000, which is mao siya ang ato ang final FOB. Now, unsa man ang ato ang product? Is it a 2% or a 4%? Plastic covers. Simply 2%. It is because dili siya risky. So, $21,000 times 0.02, we can get the $420. So comparing the two answers from the entry and the 2% of the FOB, we can get the higher answer, which is the $420. So mao ni siya ang atuang Dutiable insurance. Next problem guys. Tons of rice arrived at the port of Manila with a total CIP value of $50,000. The representative submitted the bill of lading indicating the freight charges of $4,000. On the other hand, After further perusal of the documents submitted, it was found that the freight charges and insurance were indicated in the invoice at $4,500 and $2,500 respectively. How much is the dutiable freight? Now, we are already on the dutiable freight, guys. And we can see nga naay bill of lading or commercial invoice nga nag-indicate og freight. Now, unsa man kay ato mabuhat ani? It is provided that in row number 2, if there are freight charges indicated both in the bill of lading or commercial invoice, the dutiable freight shall be whichever is higher between the freight charges in the bill of lading or invoice. So, whichever is higher data, guys, sa bill of lading o sa invoice kung asa ang mas taas nila. Sa ato ang bill of lading nag-indicate siya og $4,000 versus to the invoice nga $4,500. So, basically, atong makit-an nga ang $4,500 mao'y mas higher nilang duha. So, it means mauni siya ang ato ang dutiable freight. So, next problem. Minato imported suits with an FOB value of $25,000 which arrived at the subport of Dumaguete. How much is the dutiable freight if the shipment has a gross weight of 2,500 kilograms subject to GCR rate of $0.55? Now, sa atong problem, guys, wala siya nag-indicate og freight sa atong entry, bill of lading, or sa ato ang commercial invoice. But, nag-provide siya og gross weight. Now, we can apply the rule number 5, which is, it stated there that then the freight charges shall be based on gross conference rate. 4C shall be the dutiable freight. Now, we have here the formula. GCR freight is equivalent to the total gross weight in kilograms, which is ang 2,500 kilograms times sa GCR rate nato nga $0.55. Now, simply multiply it and then we can get the $1,375. So it is our dutiable freight. Next problem. Minato imported suits with an FOB value of $25,000. The insurance and freight charges indicated in the entry are $400 and $1,000 respectively. How much is the dutiable freight if the shipment has a gross weight of 2,500 kilograms subject to GCR rate of $50.55? Now, in opposite to the previous problem, guys, wala siya nag-indicate og entry but naa siya GCR rate. Now, sa atong problem karon, naa siya GCR rate and also it provided naa siya entry. Unsa makato mabuhat ani? Now, we have here the rule number 6. It is stated here that if there are freight charges declared both on the entry and gross conference rate 4C, the dutiable freight shall be whichever is higher between the freight charges on the entry and 70% of GCR. Now, that's why sa ato ang board, ato makita nga nag-versus ta. GCR freight is equivalent to the total gross weight in kilograms, which is the 2,500 times $0.55, which is mao ang ato ang GCR rate, and the 0.70 or the 70%. It is a kinahanglan gud siya nga mabutang if mag whichever is higher ta. That's why we have here, or we can get the $962.50 versus sa ato ang entry nga ga-indicate, which is ang $1,000. So whichever is higher, mao siya ang ato ang $1,000. Mao ni siya ang ato ang dutiable freight. Next problem. A shipment of 2 by 40 inches STC frozen tuna from Hong Kong arrived in Port of Cebu. Its CFR value is $55,000. How much is a dutiable freight if the insurance is $1,500 and the freight indicated in the bill of lading is $3,100? supported with a certification from the shipping lines. Now, in this problem guys, the rule that is being applied is the rule number 10, which is considered as a special freight because it has several considerations that we need to follow. But here, nag-indicate siya og certification. When we have a certification, automatically, kung unsa ang gi-provide sa atong bill of lading, mao siya ang ato ang dutiable freight. So sa bill of lading, nag-indicate siya og $3,100. It means, mao siya ang ato ang dutiable freight. Next problem. A shipment of 2 by 40 inches STC frozen tuna from Hong Kong arrived in the port of Cebu. Its CFR value is $55,000. How much is the dutiable freight if the insurance is $1,500 and the freight indicated in the bill of lading is $3,100? Now, in the previous question guys, it provided a certification. Pero sa atong problem karon, wa siya nag-provide og certification. That's why atong ma-apply ang atong rule number 10 nga mag whichever is higher ta sa gi-indicate sa bill of lading ngadto sa atong refer rates. Now, ang atong bill of lading nag-indicate siya og 3,100. Ato siyang i-versus or mag whichever is higher ta ngadto sa refer freight niya. Now, ang refer freight niya guys, there are a lot of rates nga gi-provide nga nagbase sad siya kung asa ang port of origin. Now, sa atong problem, gi-indicate diri nga Hong Kong gikan ang atong importation. Now, ato sa di-consider kung unsa ang iyahang size sa iyang reefer van. Now, 2 by 40 inches ang gihatag sa atong problem. If you will see sa ato ang CMO 22-2007 nga ang 1 by 40 reefer van sa atong Hong Kong is $1,600. Now, $1,600 ato siyang i-multiply sa quantity. Pila man ang quantity, pila man ang reefer van nga ki-import. Mao siya ang 2 or duha ka reefer van. Just simply multiply it ngadto sa ato ang rate nga 2 times $1,600. We can get the $3,200. Now, whichever is higher, is it the bill of lading or the reefer freight? Buot pasabot nga atong makita kung unsa may mas taas nila. Ang ato ang dutiable freight mao ang $3,200 nga maoy gi-provide sa atong reefer freight. Next, we have Sakura Flower Shop has an importation of 3 by 20 inches STC assorted plastic pots with a CFR value of $54,000, which arrived at the port of Zamboanga from port of Guangzhou. Bill of lading indicated freight charges at $4,000. How much is the dutiable freight if the insurance is $1,000? Now, we can simply guess kung pila ang ato ang dutiable freight kay gi-indicate man sa atong bill of lading nga $4,000. So ang atong dutiable freight is ang $4,000, which is mao ang ato ang rule 1 nga gi-indicate siya sa ato ang entry bill of lading or commercial invoice. Next problem. National Food Authority imported rice sacks with FOB value of $20,000. How much is a dutiable freight if the local insurance premium is 30,500 pesos while the freight in the bill of lading is $2,200? Now, in this problem guys, ang atong ma-apply nga rule is ang rule number 9 because it talks about the NFA. It is stated here that for bulk or general cargo shipments made by the National Food Authority or NFA, the dutiable freight shall be whichever is higher between the freight charges indicated in the bill of lading or invoice and 10% of the CFR value of the commodity. That's why ato ang right dinhi ang gi-indicate nga bill of lading nga $2,200 atong i-versus sa 10% of CFR. Pero wa siya gi-indicate nga direct value sa CFR, pero naa siya FOB. So sa pagkuha sa CFR is just simply add the FOB and the freight. FOB $20,000 add sa atong freight na $2,200 na gi-indicate sa bill of lading. We can get the CFR value $22,200. So naa naman tayo CFR, just simply multiply it to the 10%. So $22,200 times 0.10, we can get $2,220. So unsa makay mas high nila? So mauni ang $2,220 na gi-indicate sa 10% of CFR. So this is our dutiable freight. Next problem. Tunay Trading imported 20 cartons of medicine kits with FCE value of $30,000. Insurance and freight charges were indicated in the entry as follows: $600 and $895. Each carton weighs 5 kilograms and measures 0.3 meters by 0.5 meters by 0.3 meters. How much is the dutiable freight if the IATA rate is $8.50 per kilogram? Now, atong makit-an diri guys nga naka-indicate sa entry ang atoang freight nga nagka-value og $895. Now, unsa makang dutiable na to freight? So, ang atong dutiable freight is ang $895. Bisan pa man tuod guys nga ni-provide siya sa IATA rate or any rules sa atoang dutiable freight. Basta ato na hunaon nga the first one will be the first rule. Mao ni siya ang atoang dutiable freight, which is ang $895. Next problem. Konoha Trading imported headgears that arrived at NAIA with CIP value of $25,000. How much is the freight if the insurance is 2% of the FCA and the freight is 20% of the FCA? So this problem guys is quite different from the previous examples. Kaya gi-provide lang diri ang CIP and the insurance and the freight is only the percentage of the FCA. Now, how can we get the final freight or the dutiable freight? So the CIP, $25,000 divided by the 1.22. Now, nga nung 1.22 man guys? 1 serves as the 100% of the FOB or the FOB. 0.22 composed of the 20% of the freight and the 2% of the insurance. So just simply divide it, we can get the FCE value of $20,491.80. Now, para makuha na to ang atoang dutiable freight, we just simply multiply it 2.20. Since mo may gi-provide sa atong problem nga ang ato ako ng freight is 20% sa ato ang FCA. So we can get $4,098.36. So it is our final answer for our dutiable freight. So our last problem. Ino Trading imported plastic flower pots from China with CIF value of $18,000. How much is the insurance if the freight is 10% of the FOB? So it is similar to the previous number. Now, it is providing CIF $18,000. Now, we divide it into the 1.12. Now, anong 1.12 man? Para sa atong iyong ganina nga 1 is the 100% FOB and the 0.12 composed of the 10% freight and the 2%, bisan pa man nga wa siya gi-indicate din sa atong problem, we can identify nga 2% ang atoang insurance kay ang atoang imported nga goods is plastic flower. Plastic flower is a general cargo, so it is automatically 2%. So we just add it to the 0.10, which it is, and we can get 0.12. Now, divide it to 1.12, we can get the final FOB $16,071.43. And in order to get the final insurance, we have to multiply it into 0.02 or the 2% nga insurance nato. Now we can get the final insurance 32 or 321.43 dollars. So it is our Dutiable insurance. So those are just some of the problems that we can encounter in getting the Dutiable insurance and the Dutiable freight. So I hope you learned something from me today, guys. Stay safe and God bless us all. Happy learning!